Yes. So I hope you guys are doing okay, and I hope you're doing great. So just to do some random streams so that the YouTube can remember that I used to do a lot of streams. I said, man, let me come on and try to do this stream. But yeah, I was checking out this game. Then I said, man, let me bring it online. But I'm trying to find a better tool. I think this is beta. Beta. And I see that live and they have like arguments. So if you're here, man, please I like button and can't stop moving around. I just want to use the flag. Is the flag. No, this one is not flag. This is geolocation. Like a big flag. Yes. So, which place this is? Today is a Saturday. Boring Saturday. So I said, man, boring Saturday. I need to have a lot of activity today. Let me put on. Let me know what is going inside this weekend. Interesting or is boring. So I don't know which country this is. I realized that some countries are well, I think it could be somewhere. This one must be somewhere. Building. Meat. Seeing something here or something. Right? You know what this is? To do right. Is but in this sort there was some writing there. Right. This. I think this is somewhere in America or Europe. This one, this is up. This could be Europe. Let's see this. This could be Germany. Let me go with Germany. Somewhere, let me go with Germany. Austria, Germany. Yeah. I'm actually correct. I was very close, like 103 kilometers away. But I was very close. The correct answer is this place called this place. But it's difficult to tell the exact place. But I think I got it right on the country. Germany. It's the final go there. Okay, dude. Germany. Let me try to see if I can get another one. Germany. Actually, I could not believe that I can be able to guess it right. So I think I know this place. I think you can base on the language. Like, no, this one is Rura Road. Rulo, Rodo, Rulo. So somewhere in the rural in the village. Now, how can you be able to tell the location of a country based on a village, man? It's crazy. But I think we can use the type of trees or the type of grass. And what's this? This may be somewhere in Africa, man. This type of topography and like this could be Kilimanjaro, I don't know. Again, this type of trees, this could be somewhere in Africa. Let me go with Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. Let me get Kenya. I got it wrong. That's Thailand. Oh God, that one I got so far, man. It was wrong. That was wrong. So if I can get one right. The other one I got it right, but join the community. Join now. Get XP return Discord. Join now. You know. If you join on Discord, it becomes better to play. But let me see now. Okay, okay. Yellow number plates means white ones. The front. So this is somewhere in Europe. I see the signpost. This one in Europe. And like this could be Germany. This could be Germany. I don't know. I think it could be Germany. I have a feeling that this is Germany. Germany. Yes. At the Netherlands, I was like 389 kilometers. And that one was close, so I got some marks. Continue. I'm just hanging out, man. Today's been a boring day, so I see them come, I see some locations. Hello. Let me confirm you go first of all. Hello. Ah, I'm audible. I don't know how to stop this music playing. Trying to stop, but I'm unable to. Music. Set a time of 2 minutes and check full screen. Very full. I wish we could get multiplayer, but I think because I'm playing one for free, so I don't get multiplayer. But yeah, timer is on. How do I see the timer? Where could this one be? Okay, 2020 is the type of number plate. I have some writings here, so I use this one to tell this number. Okay, this one I guess would be the US or Canada 30. You see, it says and so they use English. Let me say US. I got it wrong. That's the UK. I didn't get it wrong. keep on getting wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong answers. This one must be somewhere in Africa. And let me see. I can find one thing that. Oh, this maybe Madagascar. And no, they speak Spanish, so this has to be somewhere in South America. I think South America could be Cuba. Could be Cuba. South America, a lot of countries in South America have people who are melanated. Dark eyes. Ooh, can we tell what this is? No, I did that by mistake. Let me say Venezuela. Venezuela. Got it wrong. The right answer is this other country called Colombia. But I was close. I was very close. I think I'm getting better. Getting better. Yes, the country. Yes. This one is easy now. This one again has to be somewhere in South America. Paraguay. Either Mexico or could be Mexico or I think this one I give it to me. It's Mexico. This one I'm going to give it to Mexico. Still love them around. I think I'm going to give it to Mexico. Could be somewhere in Mexico. America. Americanos. Let me give it to Mexico. Where is Mexico in the map? Mexico is usually neighbors to. But I don't know where Mexico is on the map, man. I got it wrong. State of one is Brazil. That one was easy. How did I get it wrong? Brazil. I was supposed to guess Brazil and I guess something else. But it was close, so let's try another one. A jungle? How can you be able to tell from something like this low? I use the type of trees. Like a signpost here, but it doesn't not visible, so going forward. Where do we go? Can we see something? Very difficult to tell from this, man. There's some houses here, shanty. This type of trees. This could be somewhere. With this type of trees, they're not found in Africa. So there's a writing here. Is it Russian? No. This one will give to I think somewhere in Europe, but I don't know which country. It says Mount Misri Road. So we give it to Egypt. Got it wrong. It's Australia, man. There's no way I could have gotten that right. Australia. No way I could have gotten that right. Mm, Ferry Road. Ferry Road. You're writing here. Last boofing. Last boofing. I think this is the US. This is America. You look at these homes, the way they look like this. This must be the US, man. With this type of poster, I think this is the US. This type of buildings, this is the US. Where you use 4x2s, this is the US. US, they use 4x2s. But which state now? Let's go with Texas. I got it wrong again, but it is in the US. Yes. Portland. I got it wrong though. Oh, my so bad. Hmm. Let's try again. But at least I know the country, so it's just that this game they want it to be like exactly to the point and something. This has to be Dutch. This is to be Dutch. FMK ball comes from. This has to be Dutch. Where FMK ball comes from, so somewhere here, Netherlands, Denmark. Denmark. Did I get that one wrong? But I was right. Mm, my friend, continue. This has to be somewhere in the US. This type of buildings is the US, but I don't know which state. This has to be Texas, man. This has to be Texas. Win Menacee. Is it Wisconsin or Iowa or Minneapolis? Minnesota, Minneapolis. I see. Minneapolis. Yeah. Got it wrong by a whisker. Now this D10. Oh, where's this place? This is a jungle. No way you can be able to tell from these. Let's we look for something else. We have a home here. There's a house. Even there is no. I think. I think this has to be somewhere in Europe because when you see the building up close, I think somewhere in Europe. I don't see any road sign to help me make a better decision. Let's go back. Ooh, heaven there is no. This assignment. We went too far. The 70. But without the name, there are roads. I think I'll go with the UK. United Kingdom, in a village somewhere in Manchester. Manchester is a city. Let me go with somewhere here. Ah, got it wrong. Game. It is in France. France. So I think I suck at this game, man. I should just go away. I suck at this game. I suck at this game. Can we get multiplayer? We get multiplayer. Could we get multiplayer, please? Oh, Lord. Okay, we're joining multiplayer and let's see if we can find someone that can be able to compete. Okay, it's South Africa. Nigeria. Okay, is this. Man, when it's multiplayer, this guy doesn't open zone anymore. Quito, Barcelo, this is Chile. Just go with Mexico. I think it was Chile. Wait, Western Sahara. Uh, it's Western Sahara, sir. How can I guess some of these things, man? Nice one, Tennessee. I think this has to be somewhere in Europe, and I don't know. They have to guess early so that I'm not found out of. Let me go. This I think somewhere in Europe. Maybe Turkey. Not sure. Please don't let me lose. Don't let me lose. It's Belgium. It was closer. 320. Yeah, I have. I'm losing so bad. Like these guys are pro, so I'm losing so bad. And the time is on 1 minute. I don't know where this is, but this has to be somewhere in the US. Which state now? Which state should we go with? Minneapolis, Texas. Let me go with Texas. Okay. Chicago. Mhm. I did good. I did good. I did good. This has to be South Sudan. I think so. This has to be South Sudan. This guy is winning, man. This guy is I'm playing against some other guy, and I feel like doing so good, and I'm doing so bad, and like the guy is a pro or something. The guy seems to be a pro, so but I have a feeling this is South Sudan, so let me go with South Sudan. Where they find oil in South Sudan, I don't know which place it is. Let me go there. Nigeria again. At least we got it wrong, yeah. At least we could distance, I think. Did I win? And I lost. Oh, God. I lost. I lost. The guy won. Kasho duelist time and the guy won. We won. I lost so bad. Defeat. Yeah. Okay. Let me try another one. Let me try another one. Waiting for opponent. So yeah, I'm waiting for the opponent to come. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. This I know. This is the Nile. This is the Nile. This has to be the Nile. And the section of the Nile, this section must be in Ethiopia or Sudan. But let me see. Where's the Nile? And I'm even confused. Where is usually the Nile? In Ethiopia. But yeah, let me just hit somewhere there. But I know it's the Nile. Either Sudan. Wait, in Lesotho? How? I got 0 points. This I think is somewhere in South America. Could be Venezuela. Could be Venezuela. It's somewhere in South America. So let's show this. I'm writing here. This one has to be somewhere in Venezuela. Either Venezuela or Colombia or Brazil. We'll go with Venezuela. I hope I win this one. It's Brazil. I knew it was somewhere close. I got close. Now I'm catching this guy. There's no way. There's no way. The next part. This should be somewhere in Africa. This should be somewhere in Africa. This should be somewhere in Africa, and I think by the type of gods. I'm judging by the type of gods as if I'm an expert. Also, this lady, she's skin, her skin tone is same as mine. So I'll say somewhere in Africa, but we're in Africa. We need to get one close where it's greener. So this has to be, I think, DRC. This has to be DRC. Wait, how? Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, I'm losing so bad. Uh, I did not know that I'm this bad. Anawit, Kapit, Song, Gamer. It was closer. 2.5. And my opponent is smarter than I am. Or is my opponent using AI? I don't know. Rabesh, this has to be India. The guy has guessed already, like, wow. I lost. I lost again. I'm so bad at this stuff. But let me try another one. We have to, man, I have to win. I have to win one. Leaderboard, competitions, multiplayer. June. Find a door. We find another one. Hello again. Hello will beat me. Not this guy again. This guy will beat me. This has to be somewhere in the US. Buddha, I was close. I was close. I was very close. I was very, very close. Now that's a good one. Mm, this has to be somewhere. I think in Brazil. This has to be somewhere in Brazil. Let me go to somewhere in Brazil. I think there's a building here. I think there's somewhere in Brazil. So let me hit this one. He was closer than I am. Somewhere in Argentina. Mm, he's already ahead. I don't know how this guy. This guy is so. I mean, he's smart at this game, and once he guesses, I get 15 seconds to react. So Jim D Road. I think you can use Google to Google the names of these places. Then you can mean less cheating. Yeah. Okay. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Alabama. Guys fired. This is from the. I think you were here in the previous one. What? This has to be somewhere in Australia. What? Fuck. So where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? So I'm playing against this other guy and he's very smart. Actually don't know what this is. I'm even confused, man. But there's a house here, so I don't know if you can explore the house. Nope. Just some serious. Let me go with the US. I'm closer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we're speaking. So now we're speaking. So finally, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm the one at the lead. So if I win this one, if I win this one, if I win this one, man, if I win this one now, you. Finally, finally. So white number plate yellow. This has to be somewhere in the UK. This has to be somewhere in the UK. It was closer, but I think I won. Please, please. I lost. GG. Ah, I lost by like 600 points. 600 points. I was going to win this one and I lost by 600 points. This was it. This was it. This was it. This was the one time that I was going to win and I lost, man. What is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Should I do some African prayers, man? The blessings to come so that I can be able to win one. Anyways, let me join another challenge and see if I can be able to win. I lost by just 700 points. Try another exit. Okay, let's join another multiplayer. Find the duel, tokens, tournaments, tournaments. Okay, let me find a duel, another one. Yeah, we're playing against Manel 99. We are here, Manel. Manel don't guess quick. If a person guesses too quick, locks you out and time. And this one, I think, somewhere in North South America. Type of a picture. Let me lock him out. Good, Venezuela. But it could be Brazil. Why is Manel not guessing? Manuel guessed closer. Okay, he's ahead already. Why am I so bad at this game? This has to be somewhere in the US. Not US. It has to be somewhere in the US. 4 by 2s, 4 by 2s, 4 by 2s. Whenever you see 4 by 2s, somewhere in the US. So let me go with Minneapolis. We got closer. Oh, this guy is so good. Now I'm going to catch him, man. How do they get it right? Like, are they using Google? Because like this language, they totally don't get it. But this could be somewhere in India or maybe Thailand. Thailand, is Thailand. Either Thailand or Mongolia. And just go with this one. Let me look them up. But it's getting He's guessing better than I am, so it could be Laos. I was closer. Yes, I was closer finally. But I got 22,000 points. I'm the lead. I'm at the lead. So if I get this one, I could be the guy. I could be the guy, man. I could be the guy. So this is Ruta. Oh, this could be if this is not the US, definitely US. The vehicles could be. Wait, you're not taking me anywhere. Are you? I'm gonna go with somewhere in South America. I'm gonna go with Bolivia. He got it so close, so he's going to win. He won. He won. I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to cry, man. I'm trying and there's no luck on my side. This guy is winning all over. I think they're using Google. I'm gonna go with Spain. I think they're using Maps or something. See how it gets them right. He won. I lost. I know. I lost. He won. He won. He won. So I keep on losing. Keep on losing. Keep on losing. Keep on losing. I think these guys are using Google Maps to play this game. Because they got them right. They get them right every time and getting them wrong. I tried to join another one. The last one. If I can't win this time, I cry and I go and sleep. Mm. Exit. So I see that you're watching, man. How are you doing? How is your day so far? I hope your day is going okay. You're Saturday, lucky. Mine is boring. Like you see, I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm losing all over. So which country is this? Which country could this be? This has to be somewhere in Africa. This has to be somewhere in Africa. This has to be somewhere in Africa. This has to be somewhere outside here where I am. It's probably somewhere outside my house. Let me go with something like this. Oh Lord, I'm playing the African gods. Please make me win. Time. Uh-huh. Whoa, yes, we both got it wrong. Like someone in Brazil, but he got 1.1. And Nigeria, Tequila. This has to be Mexico. Somehow they speak Spanish. I think I'm giving it to Mexico. The problem is you give it to Mexico, then you realize that it's some country in South America because they also speak a lot of Spanish. So maybe Argentina. Let me give it to Mexico. Probably number plate. Oh, I think it has to be Mexico. You are closer, yeah. Speak 2000 points. I got 2000 points. This guy is a beginner. I'm going to beat him, man. Now I'm going to be this guy. I'm going to win. Yeah, and goes on my side. So read Spain's hostel. Of course, they speak English. So countries that speak English number plate are yellow and white. The front must be the UK. Be the UK. And this is not the US because the US they do 4 by 2s. Okay, he has already chosen, so let me do yeah. 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 So I was very close because London and it is Manchester, and for him it was some other country. So this guy is a beginner. Going to beat him like crazy. This is a beginner. I mean, I've gotten my fellow beginner. So Post Bank. Now we have a Post Bank. This I think is probably Singapore. No, 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 no. I'll say Germany. I'm not sure. Say no, that's not Germany. It could be Denmark or Netherlands. So let me or Poland. Could be Denmark. Could be Netherlands. We'll go with Netherlands. This one I'm going to win. You were both close, but I was closer. Uh, I both close. Someone in Germany. I think it was closer. No. Finally, we are talking now. So I'm winning by a big margin this time. So there's no way, even if he gets this one right, there's no way it's going to come any close getting this one. So this is more like a factory. When it's just rural area like this, very difficult to tell. But given that it's 4 by 2s, I'll say maybe somewhere the US. They like using 4 by 2s, like timber buildings that is. There's a building here, let's see if it's timber. This building timber. Is it timber masonry? Please, doesn't want to zoom anymore. Let me go with the US. Yes, selected, so let me just use let me slow. I was close Denver, US, but I was close. Won. So finally, I've won one time. That is finally I've won one time, and I see that you're here watching, man. How are you feeling? How is your weekend so far? But finally, I'm excited because I've won one so far. I've been losing and losing and losing and losing all times from the start to this point. I have managed to win one. So I played against this other guy, and I think he's a newbie like me, like he doesn't know. But for me, my guesses were a little bit correct this time. And man, I feel excited now. I think I'm going to sleep in peace tonight, knowing that at least I won one time after losing like 10 or 12 times. Yes, but I see you're here. So, how are you doing? How is your weekend so far? And how is your weekend going? Let me try another round. Manzi, I won. Crazy. I feel excited. Let's try another one. Multiplayer? Yeah. No, I don't want single player. I want multiplayer. Like now, I feel like I'm the guy. For this now. Initially, I was losing and losing and losing, but now. So you did a lot of walking yesterday, Travman. I see your comment. Let me try to be this guy. Say that you did a lot of walking yesterday. This has to be Alaska. What? Uh, no, 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 no. This is somewhere in. Has to be Germany. I think this is Germany. Not sure. Did a lot of work yesterday. I did not know. So you feel so tired? Yeah, I was closer. German. You must be feeling so tired. Like you walk more like an exercise. Yeah? Um, this has to be where now? I think this has to be Africa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This has to be Tanzania. Please don't take me away. This thing has to be somewhere in Africa. Looks like Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro. It has snow on top of it. Let me try to see if the trees fit. Topography of an African place. I think I'm going with Tanzania for this one. Like you go to work for exercises. Just press it. What? It is in Argentina? Okay. But at least I'm on. Hope something went wrong. My internet or what? Ah, oh, I just guess. Let me just do that. You man, you say that, and is it still frosty, or the fall season has to be around for like a while? I think there was some problem with my internet, but I got something closer. So, is it still frosty, or the fall season exists for like a little bit while? I think my internet failed to load the other image, but yeah, I'm trying to play against someone. I don't know it is, but it's something multiplayer. So you just guess the content. The guy has already guessed. So when he does that, I feel like I'm pressured. I think let me just go with someone in the US. They said Fred. And we all got it wrong. Someone in Argentina. Oh Lord. But at least I'm still winning. Saying that you did a lot of working because I had errands and stuff to do, like changing. Like you use solar to charge your battery. Your e-bike, that is. You don't. Do you also connect it to the electricity? Like do you also connect it to the electricity at home, or you like the grid, or mostly use solar panels to charge it? Solar. And I don't know how I can be able to guess this one because just some bush, and I think I give it somewhere South America, like Venezuela. He got it. He won. So he won because he got a like his guess was better. Let me come back first. I'll come back. When you lose, you feel. So he's saying that yeah, it gets frosty at night. I woke up to a house temperature. Whoa, 65 Fahrenheit. What is 65? Let me try to convert. I think we used to do minus. Wait, we used to convert 65 Fahrenheit to. I think you do minus 35 or something. Yeah, you do minus 35. No, no, no. Minus something, but I don't know. But I see that Google says 18 degrees Celsius. So, wait, 65, 18. You minus 32 times 5 over 9. Let's see. But I see it says 35 degrees Celsius. That is 18 degrees Celsius. 18 degrees Celsius. 18 degrees. 18 degrees, although it's not that cold, right? I think it did 18 degrees Celsius, not that cold. But let me know. Because I know it's colder, but not that cold. And because there's a town I used to stay where it gets to 12 degrees Celsius at night. 12 degrees. So like your house, does it automatically kicks in the AC once the temperature go low, or you have to wake up and go and switch it high? Like go to switch the AC on. Sorry, but I think at 18 you can sleep nicely. 18 I think is nice, not really cold, but I know that on your side, I'm told that sometimes it can drop to minus. Like no, now in your temperature is different. Let me try to convert first. I don't talk about stuff that. So I was saying that there's a town I used to stay. It used to drop to 12 degrees Celsius. So 12 degrees Celsius is 58 on your side. 53, that is. That, so I think the lowest it gets in Kenya is around 12, but sometimes it can get to, I mean 53. Sometimes it can get to 44. But now I know on your side, I was told that sometimes it can drop to about 24. I don't know if that's true. 24 on your side, yeah. Saying that the grid rates are expensive. You say that you like 72, 72. 72 should be 20, or 72 is 22. Yeah, but yeah, I think 22 you can sleep okay. I mean, I'm converting to degree Celsius because we use degree Celsius. But I know we did study about Fahrenheit at school. Oh, I see. So like when it drops to like the one you said 65, it becomes so cold. But 72, you feel comfortable. And I think, what is going on? So I think this cold season, like by the time it gets to winter, it will be like at 24, or sometimes it goes lower. And when now you have to switch on the AC, like doesn't the AC use a lot of electricity from the grid? Or how do you do or go about it? Most of the times, yeah, I was saying yesterday 25, but I forgot you are using different systems. But most of the times it is 77. Yeah, in my country that is. Most of the times it is 77 in your units. So most of the time it's 77. So when it's 77, you just feel normal. But sometimes you can feel hot. Sometimes it goes way higher, but most of the times around 77. And you're saying that outside right now is 48. Let me convert quickly. 48. Yeah, 48. That is low, man. That's low. I'll be shivering. Actually, at 48, I'll be shivering. Like right now where I am, you see, I have a jacket on and some t-shirt, but I think it is somewhere maybe in 72 or 73, and I'm feeling cold. So I can imagine if it is 48, 48 I see it's 8 degrees Celsius. So if it's 8 degrees Celsius, man, I'll be freezing. So like right now, if you go outside, you have to put on like warm clothes and gloves and stuff, or you just go outside and walk. But yeah, that place, man, it looks inhabitable. But I think if your body is used to it, then you don't suffer like a new person. For me, I guess I'll catch a cold. If I went to such a place, I'll probably catch a cold. GGR pa. I'm gonna play with some other guy again. I'll probably catch a cold in your place, man. Like, yo, 8 degrees outside. But you say that you've already stocked on what you need for the coming few days. Until January, like, you're okay for now. I'm trying to reply a message. Let me try. Let me try. Let me try again. See. In the duel, initializing, waiting for opponent. Hmm. What is this now? This type of loss. Is it a scan? Is this a scan or an global? This has to be somewhere in the US. Or same, not US. I think US they don't allow you to have such long vehicles, long trucks. That is, which country should I go with? Let me go with Brazil. I think I got closer. Yeah. Somewhere in Brazil by the. I got it right. A little bit, a little bit. I was just wrong by a small margin. Saying that whenever you go outside, you have to have gloves on. And I can imagine like 8 degrees Celsius. That's so low. And now it's going to be like during winter. During winter, it goes to. During winter, it gets to. And the guy's already chosen. It's making me now. Let me go with Venezuela. It's making me like I got it wrong. You got it right. Got 0 points. He got like. There's no way I can be able to catch him now. I've already lost. I've already lost. I've already lost. I've already lost. This has to be. Is it this Thailand or what? These kids look Asian to me. This has to be somewhere in Asia. Could be Thailand. Thailand, Pakistan. With Pakistan. Somewhere in India. But there's no way I can catch him, man. You are still have some 2 rounds to go. Laps, Taylor. This truth. I'm a Guesa. Coca-Cola. I think this is Mexico. Either Mexico or somewhere in South America. Let me go with Mexico. It's Venezuela. Oh good. Oh Lord. Love gone in South America. How does no I can catch him now? This has to be somewhere in the US. 4x2s. But the Trump, why do you guys like building houses with 4x2s? The timber houses, that is. You see timber. This has to be somewhere in the US, and I go with Minneapolis. Where is Minneapolis? Hey man, Alabama, he got it right. Like, there's no way I can catch him now. I accept defeat. Old man, my tribes accept defeat in your favor. Yep, I go outside to have gloves and hat and 2 layers of clothes. Crazy, crazy. And during winter, how low does it get by the? Yes, it is online by this. Just online. Do you want to try it? I think there's a way that you can invite a person, but I don't know how to do. Let me see. Just online. Do you want to try it? It's online, and I chose a free one. Because I saw there's one which you have to pay, and I was like, I don't wanna pay. I think I can be able to host like this rounds 3. I can say 5. Standard restriction terms, no teams, style standard. I don't know how you can be able to host. Restrictions standard not team standard. Let me see, create room. Then you have to join with the code. Oh, I see by there you can copy link and toggle room visibility. I'm set to private. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? What I'm supposed to click start. You say that you don't think that you'll be any good at it. I'm even just trying because I've never played it before. I was just bored today. We did not have electricity like for. Usually, sometimes electricity goes away, so then I got bored and I don't feel like editing a video. So I said, let me try this one. But I think it works. Let me try to send this link. I did my 5 day forest outlook show as the coldest day is Monday, low 36. 36 Fahrenheit. Let me convert that one. 36 should be. Yo, that's low. That's like 2 degrees Celsius. Not 2 degrees Celsius. 2 degrees Celsius. And you're saying that in the winter it can get to negative 55. Like 2 degrees Celsius. It has never gotten to 2 degrees Celsius. Crazy. Let me see negative 45. Negative 55 Fahrenheit. That's negative 48 degrees Celsius. That's crazy. That's beyond freezing, yeah? Beyond freezing. Water freezes at 4 degrees. So negative 4. A negative 4 degrees Celsius. I don't know the Fahrenheit, but I think for Fahrenheit it's 0. So, crazy. It means, like during winter, you, like, if you park your car like outside, you find it frozen. The glass is frozen and everything. But I think you guys now are used to that type of life. Yeah? Like you're used to it being that way. So what is up? I think you guys are used to such type of life. So what do you think? But yeah, that's so cool. I'll struggle to survive in such an environment. Given that whenever it gets a little bit cold, I feel like it has failed to join room. Do you want to try a create a room scamchen? And that is not scamchen trauma. Saying that, and that's will the wind and just can feel like there's a video I was watching some time back about the coldest place on earth. I don't know if you've seen that video or not. Let me see if I can get it. About the coldest place on earth, which is somewhere in Russia. Somewhere in Russia, I think. And they were talking about how if you make a mistake of sleeping outside, like you can Like if you make a mistake of sleeping outside, they're saying that some people when they get drunk, I think I told you once sometime back that some people get drunk and they sleep outside and they die like that. And if you be outside for just like 10 minutes and you can get frost bites and you can lose your fingers. There's a lady who posts them on YouTube. I think she's called Kinubi or something. About the coldest uh, village on earth and or the coldest town. Like for them it's always colder every time of year. Only some few months is when they see the sunshine. But now I think for you it's called Yakutia. Yakusha. I think Yakusha or Yakutia. But I think for you going to such an environment you can survive very well because you adapted to such environment. Yes, yes, exactly. That's where it is. You've seen the videos. I think you must have seen the videos online. There's an African YouTuber who went there and he was trying to see if he can be able to survive for a few days, but he did, yeah. And he was talking about how they cover their cameras, like how you can't use your camera continuous for like 10 minutes. You have to use for a few minutes and go inside. It is this channel. She gets a lot of views by the but yeah, this place where she lives, man, it's very cold. I was watching it and I just feel like my body's shivering already. And it's not like I'm exposed to that environment yet. Yeah, okay, but I guess people who are born in such environments, it's like they're used to it, to that sort of life where it gets that color. Like your body's used to it, adapted to the situation. Although I usually see in the videos they take a lot of precaution. Like you see how she is in the image. It's called the thumbnail image. Yeah? Like they take a lot of precaution, and their rooms. Every house has like in the basement. There's like a warm room. Like there's and all their houses are heated. Like they take a lot of precautions, and also outside you have places where once you walk outside for a few meters, you have a room where you have to step in and feel warm, and you can take coffee. So they do take a lot of precaution. Yes. Oh, you saw the video. You loved it. I said that. Yeah, that video is so good. So there's another guy also, the African who connected with her, and he was trying to try a challenge and see if he can be able to survive in that environment. Uh, what's the name of that guy? Um, I'm forgetting the name of the guy even. I used to know the name of the guy because I used to watch his videos. Like the name is coming in the back of my mind and disappearing. Was it Can an African survive in the coldest time? But I also saw a video that there's a place in Africa where it gets snow somewhere in the southern side of the continent. This is the guy Tayo Aina, the Nigerian living in the coldest town. Like in the southern part, I think Lesotho. There's a country called Lesotho. Lesotho, visiting the coldest village on earth. Jura, visiting the coldest city in the world. I went to Europe and see. I think this was the one. So during winter, this is how it looks like that side.
There's a city deep inside Russia.
Crazy, 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 crazy. But that's the Nigerian accent. So during winter on your side, it gets like that way, which is something which is going to happen in. You said in December, from December around Christmas time. Christmas is coming. What do you usually do by the during December around Christmas? Do you hang out with the family or stuff? Yeah, that's the meaning of it all. Do you hang out with the family or stuff, or what do you do? What do you do during that time? I see. I see. Bless the Lord. Amen. Yeah, do you go out during that time? Like, what do you usually do? Or you go out to hang out with family and stuff? Time's up. Time's up. Really? Let me try another match. For us during Christmas, people just travel like up country. Usually people go to hang out with, but like people prefer to go and hang out with the family and stuff, family members, and you kill chickens, you slaughter goats, and you roast them and you eat together as a family. Most of the times during Christmas, that's what people do. You see a chicken running. Like, so when you go to the village, you'll find the local chickens, not these ones broilers. And usually there's broilers, and I think them broilers and layers. So the broilers, they're usually not that delicious unless you do like a lot of seasoning, a lot of blah blah. But now in the village, you usually have this other traditional, like the local chicken that used to exist before they messed up with it and trying to make broilers and layers. So the problem with them is they grow very slowly, but usually they are very delicious. So that's the ones that we eat in the village. So during Christmas, you go to the village, and uh, for like my grandma, how it used to be is when there were two chickens fighting, especially the male ones. So whenever they are fighting, the one which loses the fight is the one which you guys will eat for dinner. If it loses the fight, so once it loses the fight, she says that kill that one. Then you follow it, man. You run after it until it gets that tired, and you catch it. Once you catch it, you go and slaughter it, and you roast it first. Then after roasting, you cook. And when you have a goat you want to eat again during those times, mostly people eat goats, roasted goats. It's called choma, roasted meat that is. So you just get it and you tie it down and you slaughter it and you eat. But I think I saw in the US there's a process. There's no way like you can eat your own animal. I think you have to take it to the slaughterhouse, yeah. Yes, around here, usually in December, sometimes November, we get a bunch of snow on the ground and everything it's frozen. So it looks like the other image. Some years I hang out with family, depends. Families planning for it or not. Oh, I see. But do they live in the same state as you, or for them they live in a different state? But yeah, this is a good point. I think it also depends with if people want to hang out or not. And I also remember, usually in movies, I see you guys have another holiday called Thanksgiving. I think during Thanksgiving is when you get together a lot compared to these other holidays like Christmas. Thanksgiving coming together. I usually see in movies during Thanksgiving you slaughter, you eat turkeys and stuff. Hebu kiteseka kumbe wanasikia. Let me try another match with someone else and see. Time is up, so find a duel. Initializing. Initializing. Waiting for opponent. Opponent, please come. Opponent, please come. Problem with my. But let me just say. Opponent, please join. Opponent, please join. So I think my opponent is here. So let me give it a try. Let me bring audio on. Difficult to guess if it's somewhere in the ruler. What Darway? I think this has to be somewhere in the US. Let me give it to the US. Usually around here for Christmas, we either have a roasted ham for Christmas or turkey. Oh, I thought turkeys are the ones for Thanksgiving. What is a roasted ham? I'm going to Google. Oh, I got it wrong. So Australia, man, he was close. Australia. You'll have 0 points. So RN1 1818. This road is good. Good roads. I think good roads means Europe or the US. So, but I see a signpost here. The guys already guessed. Let me just go with US, man. Uh, but you got it wrong. I was a little bit better. Somewhere in Brazil. At least I got a single point, so I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead. Uh, this to me looks like timber building. So if I see timber buildings, I know it's probably the US again. But I know my guesses now. I'm just giving US. But yeah, let me go with Tennessee. Do you think that roasted ham? I'm going to Google what roasted ham is. Let me first beat this guy. Then I Google. I think this one beat him. I got it close. It's only the US which builds those other type of houses. These ones you can't find them in the US. So which could be the US. Oh Lord, I'm struggling. Prince, I wish I could get like, but no way this is the US. No way. I think this is somewhere in Europe, either France or the UK. Number plate, white front. White front number plate, yellow background has to be the UK. Let me just go with the UK. Yes, work. And you're saying that your family is in different states, so I see. But you get time where you come together, like, or it doesn't happen. I got closer, man. So I've lost again. I'm so bad at this game. Oh no, this has to be Croatia. No entry to the UK. Given that this signage is in English and this looks like medieval, I think it's the UK. Either the UK or Ireland. We all got it wrong, but I was a little bit closer. It is in Dublin Island. There's no way I could have gotten that one correct. I lost again. I'm about to lose. So you're saying that now you have families in different states, and during Christmas you eat roasted ham. So let me try to Google roasted ham. What is roasted ham? Roasted ham looks like Sheep meat. What is roasted ham? It looks like sheep meat. It can be whole ham, either fresh or precured smoked or roasted ham. You can watch this video to learn how to prepare the best roasted ham. What is ham? What is ham? Ham must be the tail of a goat, yeah, a sheep. But is sheep meat delicious? Ham is pork from the hind leg of a hog. It's a dish made by cooking either fresh and cured ham or pre-cured ham. It's the leg of a hog. Wait, you're confusing me now. Show pictures of a ham. Show pictures of a ham. Which animal does ham? Animal. Which animal does ham come from? It's ham. It's a it's a pig. The pig. I see it's a pig or pork. So it's pork meat. But the roasted pork meat is delicious. Even that as a married meat, it has been a while. Like the last time I had pork was a long time ago. I think I'm missing out, man. I should try to get pork. But I've never eaten roasted pork meat. I know I've eaten fried one, but not roasted one. Man, I try to get it. I try to get it. I try to get. Usually, pork meat is not. It is common, but it's not that common because my country is like half Muslim, half Christianity, and also there's a good number of people who go to Seventh Day SDA Church or Seventh Adventist. They don't eat pork again and meat, but mostly pork. But the meat is available. I've eaten it before. Usually very expensive compared to beef and chicken. Yeah, and goat meat. But I tried one. I've never tried roasted one. I think I'll give it a try and see. It must be delicious. The problem with us here is anytime you talk about roasted meat, like people always want to eat goat meat. Like people are so used to goat meat whenever you do roasting. Even chicken, roasting chicken, not common. Roasted cow meat or beef, not common. But goat meat, very common. Like goat meat is common for roasting. Chicken is common in Uganda. So you say that your family they stay in different states, so that way by day it's very difficult in case you want to visit each other. Like something that you have to plan in advance because I saw like states that side they are very massive. So in the state that you are in, which is in Wisconsin, like you're the only one who lives there. Like from your family tree or from your family members, you're the only one who lives in is it Wisconsin or and that word troubles my tongue. That word troubles my tongue. So you love pork. So between pork meat or roasted ham and turkey, which one is your favorite? Turkey and roasted meat. But the streaming on Saturdays usually is not the best because most people be watching sports. Today usually there's a lot of sports, so most people be relaxing. It is better if I stream like today when I stream like late at night. If it's late at night, I saw that I get a number of people or weekday. But I think I'll stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to go somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to stream directly from that place. Yeah, like where we work outside and stuff. But I see my internet how it will be. Saying that you are in Wisconsin, and my closest family to me is my sister and nephews in Minnesota. Oh, you have. I see you have nephews. You have a sister and nephews, and then Minnesota. Minnesota, by the way, is very far. Let me look for the map of. I think I can find it here. I can find it here instead of looking for the map. The USA map. The USA map. Let me pull it up. So for you, you're saying that you are here, and they're just neighboring states. They're just neighboring states. I see. Like this is Minnesota, and for you, you are in Wisconsin. They're just neighboring. Like it's a place where you can drive. Yeah? Or you have to go by plane. I see they are neighboring states. Neighboring states. I have my cousin in the US by the I have my cousin. My cousin, she went. She'd been there for a while. I think she went last. She went before Trump came in office. She's been to Kenya twice once, but she's doing a master, a PhD from I don't know which university. Let me try to see the details. So she was in Kenya for the past few days, and she went back like 3 weeks ago. Let me see. Let me see. She told me that she's in which state? Is it California? Hmm. I think one day I should invite her to the live stream. She come, but I think she does. Let me see which state. Oh, she said that she's in California, and the time zone that she uses is EST. But she's in California. She was here like a few days ago. Then she went back. She'd come to do some research. I think she's doing a PhD, something close to that. Minnesota and Wisconsin are right next to each other. A few hours drive. Yeah, I've seen on the map on this game that I'm playing. I see they're just like the neighboring states. Initially, I thought that's somewhere where you have to catch a flight. But I see like see. I don't know if it's visible, but you see at the bottom. Can I enlarge it? No, I can't. I cannot. But I see Wisconsin is here and then Minnesota. Wisconsin. They're just neighboring states, but they like you put it. You say that it's funny that I have my kitchen like actually it's usually closed. Uh it is because I was doing what? You say that them being this open or what? I can show you more. Is it my cable? I don't know if my cable is able to reach that side. But yeah, the thing is, I'd eaten. I was taking tea. So when I was taking tea, I placed the sugar, whatever, somewhere on this one that is open, somewhere here at the top. Yeah. Very difficult. Yeah, this one. I was placing back some stuff, cups. Then this one at the end, this one, I was placing sugar and sugar and There's some honey somewhere here. I don't think you can see it, but this one is honey. So I was placing honey on the bread, and this one I think is a cup. I need to wash. Yeah, and there's some bread and blue band, something like margarine, or I don't know how you guys call it that side, that you place on bread and with honey, and it becomes delicious. But this side is just different, like the kitchen. If you're passing, you pass through here. There's space on this other end here, like like this side. See this side, there's space this side where you pass and you go upstairs, or if you're going outside, you pass through here. But again, you can pass through the kitchen if you want to. But you're saying that you will hit the drawers, yeah? But I think I should close them. It's me who forgot to close them after. But I think even yesterday there was that way. So because I'm here alone, sometimes I don't close them a lot. But it was because I'd eaten. I don't know if the light is too bright, but it's because I'd eaten, man. See, once I'm even supposed to prepare dinner. I even have a plate here, not clean. Um, Let me see first of all if the place is big or not. But I think the place is not that organized. How does your kitchen look like, by the way? You're saying that I think it's funny that you have your kitchen like that. I will wake up in the morning and walk into those drawers and cabinet doors open. So yeah. I also need to close those drawers. So I was taking out a knife to use to do what, to place honey on the bread, and I did not close them. But I think even yesterday they were so I'm supposed to close them. They might mess with your mind, yeah. How does your kitchen look like, by the way? But this one is where I'm staying. So uh, the way I'm staying, there's a little bit more. Like the kitchen is bigger for now. But where for me I stay, the kitchen is small. I don't have a lot of stuff. But here the guy has a lot of stuff. Even uses solar. So like today when there's no electricity, we're using solar. But for him, he's not around. He goes out for work. I think he will come back maybe next week. But he uses solar panels, but not solar panels like how Lloyd was explaining. But he just uses solar panels, and there's a big battery. The problem is I've connected my camera to the laptop, so I can move with it around, but only 2 meters. I think it's my cable is like 2 meters, unless I move with the laptop. Yeah, but I could have shown you. There's like a big battery and inverter. It runs the whole house. Also runs the fridge. It runs the fridge. It runs the fridge. There's like a micro. You see, this one is a range. Is it called range gas or what? Cooker. Then there's a microwave. There's fridge, and then there's lighting for the entire house. And there's a water pump that now pumps water on the upper floors. And what else? There's a lot of stuff, but yeah, but it runs on the solar. It can do for 7 hours. I think 7 hours. Just two big batteries. I don't know their capacity. I'll try to look and see how big they are. But they are this size, two of them, and a massive inverter. But right now I'm running on electricity on the grid. It came back like at evening. But during the day we switch to solar, then at night the grid. But the grid on its own, like the solar on its own, if you're using everything, like you're loading it to maximum, it can run up to 7 hours. He's saying that you can send it on messenger. Yeah, yeah, feel free to send it by the I'll check, I'll see it. I'll see it on my phone because my phone is the one which is usually connected to Facebook. Facebook, that is. I'll see it. And you're saying that I have the live stream chat on my phone and the video playing on my big screen. The video screen is massive, man. Not as big as this. You see this one that is here? I don't know if you can see it. But this one is, I think, 50 something inches. That's small. Yeah, yours is big. 120. That's crazy. That's massive. 120 is massive. But send it, I see. I see the difference with this kitchen. This kitchen is. Let me try to close some drawers first, man. Then I come back. So that it doesn't disturb your mind, man. Then I was also eating this one granuts, but these ones are raw. I'm supposed to fry them. So there's draws this side and also this side and here at the bottom. But I know that I can't move the camera because but tomorrow I want to do a live stream where I can move it. Like I saw that I can connect it directly to using my phone. I can be able to stream directly on YouTube. So I want to give it a try tomorrow, but it will be from a different location. There's a friend of mine that I'm going to meet tomorrow. Then you can give it a try. The only issue that I have, so the only issue that I have is if the internet will be okay from like there's a river. I don't know if I posted this on it on this channel, but there's a river that we went to. So there's a dry river. I think you remember where you say that you can catch. We were talking about catching a for and eating. So it rained a few days ago, so I want to go back and check if water came or not. But this is how it is, yeah. So that other side where you see some stuff on the wall, man, that's like a pantry. So that stuff that you see on the wall, green stuff, yeah. I don't know if it's visible or not, or if even it's audible. But there's that sort of green stuff. So that one has some sort of the things we call carrier bags. So here in Kenya, you're not allowed to carry plastic bags. So sometimes when you go shopping, you can go with your own bag, like which is not plastic. So you can reuse it for a number of jobs. Like sometimes you can reuse them because they are reusable. And then this other side is where like the fridge and there's more of them this side. Wall cabinets, that is, or wall for the kitchen. There's more this side, and also that's the fridge and the microwave is here, and then like the other side, my bedroom is on the other end, and now this side is again just more drawers. Then there's a window for lighting, and more of them again, more cabinets. So then this one is the cooker. So yeah, but the food which I'll prepare is just in the fridge, so it will be easier. You're saying that it's bigger than pretty nice than yours. I know yours is better. But I was also telling him that he can do. You see these videos of this. I was telling him that he can do wrapping on them. I don't know if you know wrapping, but this one they look, although they still look nice. Yeah. But I was telling him that if he wants, he can do wrapping. But it still looks nice. And this house has been around for years, so that's why you see, like on the walls, you see the paint is like falling off because he had kids. Like his kids grow from here and they are playing a lot. So I think he needs to do repainting because now they are grown up and they're like in the youngest is like I think 12 or 13. Then this side there's problem with water. Call it moisture. So was some tap which was leaking upstairs near the master bedroom. There's a in the master bedroom this side there's a bathroom. So it was leaking and it caused all this that you see on the corner. But again also this side. But the design was using more of these arches. That's why I was telling you that there's another one here. But this other side is darker, so I preferred. Although when I switch on the light, I put it away, put it away, put it away. But I think this camera is better compared to what I was using the other one. The other one which I got from China. The Chinese one, it was bad quality. But when you have a lot of light, like I remember when I was shooting with it outside, it was much better. So I said maybe when I shoot and something outside, I'll give it a try. But now because I've realized that this one can be able to shoot directly to YouTube on my phone, I think I'll be using. I'll try it tomorrow. Tomorrow I must and see how it works. Have you sent? Have you sent? I go and check. Let me check the messenger. 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 Oh yeah, yeah. I see. 8:48. Wait, I see. I think they're almost the same size. Are you saying that in your kitchen you also have water damage? Actually, that issue is a bigger issue. But I thought yours is this timber or let me first of all cut this comment. I think I'm supposed to reduce the height of my camera a little bit, but I don't have a shorter stand. Oh, but is yours timber or is the house timber or you guys in the US bill using timber? Is it timber or masonry? Concrete that is. But it looks bigger and I see you have whether you almost have similar components here because I see a range, I see a microwave. Oh, and you have a dishwasher. So here we don't have a dishwasher. I think that's the difference. So you have a dishwasher and this one on the side on the left, on the right, on the far right. Is it a fridge? It looks different. Or is it used for washing machine? Because I see it's like circular at the top and also circular at the bottom. Oh, I see this picture where you oh crazy. But it's big. I see it's massive. And it's very clear. Oh, if I see the message, you say that half the block is like it's blocks. Get how do you find the difference? Like I know you've stayed in timber and also masonry. How do you find the difference by the which one is better between timber and masonry? Which one do you think is better? You're saying that yeah, I have smaller dishwasher, a washer dryer, and a refrigerator. Oh, so I see. Yeah, I think I saw something like a washer up there in one of those on the far right. Yeah. So here also there is one that is used for council. I'll show you something. There's one, but it is in a different room for washing clothes. That is so when I'm here, I enjoy. Did I have my clothes outside? I think I washed yesterday and I've forgotten to take them outside. But now when I'm at my place, I wash them by hand, and you have to wake up in the morning and do this early in the morning. Then I place them out to dry. It's usually a lot of work. But I say that I think I'll come to buy a machine because the price has been going down a little bit. Not like how it used to be back in the days. Like, back in the days we used to get a lot of products from from the US, but now with China, like things are prices are going a little bit down, yeah. Or it's becoming better. You're saying that you like the cinder block or cement or brick or compared to this other. Maybe I find cement or brick to be better. Um, but here most buildings there are cement, brick, or blocks. Most, like I'll say 100%. Difficult to find a house which is not, unless you're just building it like a resort or for fun. But now for other things, usually has to be that. But it has to do with the cost of building. Like when building cement or block is cheaper here. But now, so in places like your country, it is expensive. I did place this one on my other channel. I don't know if you can see it. I usually have a construction channel, but this one we did here. Yeah, I was doing. I was just contracting for a client. Like I was billing for a client. It is wooden houses that is. But on top of it, let me try to see one where it is inside. But the framing we just did like how you guys do in the US using 4x2s. I was even using for like inspiration from that side to know how to do it because most people here don't do those. So sometimes problematic to get the right information on how to do them. But now for us now we're placing a different
The
material on top
ground,
of it.
entire timber all the way up to the roof. There's no concrete, hakuna chuma.
So this one I was making it for my other channel. I I wanted to be bringing them to this channel, but I said, man, there's no point to mix. And on this one, I should focus more on energy related stuff. But yeah, this one we did maybe 2019. So they are supposed to do vanishing, but they began using. They are supposed to do vanishing of these walls. So these walls, this is not normal timber. This is is like we call it offcuts, the waste material from timber. When you want to get timber, or you guys call it lumber, now you do away with the surface, which is the skin. So this is the skin, that skin of timber that we are using to build the house. Then we do in the middle we place a material for thermal regulation. I had fun doing this project. I was, I think, young back then. They've never even paid me to completion. Uh, I still I still reach out every month. You pay me, pay me. They send me like last month. I think they did send like $400. I think $400. Yeah. We have tornadoes around here, so it's better to have cement or cinder block or brick. So I was watching. There's a video that I was watching actually a few days ago because I want to do a video talking about building a timber house in Kenya versus in Africa versus block or stuff that you're talking about versus blocks. And there was a video that I was seeing not that long ago on YouTube. It is a guy talking about why Americans prefer to build using 4x2s over doing cement or brick or mortar. And the reason is saying that because in average in the US, people build so massive houses. I think I should place this camera at the right place. But you're saying that people build massive houses, like very big. So because the houses are big, like when you compare the square meters, if you compare to an American house to like a European house, the square meters for an American house or the square feet is like very massive, almost double, triple. So because of that, now when you consider the cost factor of cement, bricks, or mortar in the US, you are saying that it becomes very expensive. And wood or lumber, how you guys call it, is very cheap in the US. So that's why they prefer doing that compared to building using drywalls compared to now doing this other. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's that video. I was watching it a few days ago because I want to. I usually get like after doing this project that I'm showing you, I usually get a lot of people asking also about the same, like they want to build such houses, and they like how much does it cost, and all those sorts of questions. Then when you tell them like it costs this much, it's like you scare them. But now here in my country, timber tends to be very expensive. But in other places, I think like the Congo can be cheaper. But these ones we did great, man. Especially for this house. I'm usually happy about it because of the decorative stuff we did on it. But the house, it was supposed to be vanished, but the client opened it and began using it as a resort. So this is from the town that I stay. I stay in a different town, not where I am now. So in the town that I stay, tourism is very high. And because tourism is very high, people are building a lot of houses. So once you complete a house for tourist work and you open it, you begin getting clients. Someone even doesn't want to complete it anymore. Yeah, but I recorded a video about it and placed it on another different channel. So you're saying yes, but a lot of those houses have storm shelters, at least around here, and there's a section in the US called Tornado Alley that needs storm shelters. Oh, I think I saw this in one of the movies about how do they call them? The guys who fight tornadoes. In one of the movies, I'm forgetting the name of the movie. Wait, and I also see that you have a. Is it a coffee making machine or what? Espresso. You have a tiny thing. I think it's a coffee making machine. Yeah? You make coffee. You love. You prefer coffee, but your kitchen by the it looks nice and it looks nice and it's well placed. And the type of timber boards used for it is the same color as this ones. Like the arrangement, it's more like the U type. Is it the L type? Because there's the U type, L type. Most common is the UL type. Yeah, a lot of houses have storm shelters. So where you guys stay is the tornado alley, like the Wisconsin. Is it a tornado alley? Like areas prone to tornadoes, or that side is not that common. I think you have a coffee machine. Coffee. You prefer coffee, right? That side, most people prefer coffee over tea. They say that tea is bitter. This side, tea is. This side we use a lot of tea and coffee. Coffee is just exported. Um, you say that you also make tea with it. Oh, I did not know that. Like so, but you prefer coffee, right? Being American, you must prefer tea. You must prefer coffee over tea. You guys say that tea is bitter. But now the tea that we prepare here now is different because our tea you place in a lot of sugar, then you add in milk and you drink it. But now I know for the Arabs, usually the Arabs and also the Indians, their type of tea is a little bit bitter. They prefer it that way. But the problem with tea is if you're used to it a lot uh, and you don't take it, then you get like headaches and stuff. So for me, I don't really take tea that much. But like for people who are like the age group of our parents, they usually prefer tea. They can even take twice a day, in the morning and somewhere at 4 p.m. But you're saying that your machine to make tea with it. That's really interesting. Which one do you prefer? I see the machine, but it looks pretty cool. Then there's something on the table like a screen. Like a screen, or is it? I don't know what it is. And your island also looks pretty nice. That's an island, yeah. It's more like you have an open kitchen. Have coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon, and sometimes you have hot chocolate in the afternoon for it. So you're someone who prefers tea as well. You like tea. So coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon. Like you do this on a daily. You're a tea person. Do you add milk in your tea? Do you add milk in your tea? And which type of tea leaves do you use by the bitter ones or you? Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. I see. Like there's a screen on top of it. So you're saying that's an Amazon Fire tablet screen for smart homes devices. I see now because I've been seeing a screen on top of it, and I see it's like it is wired. So you see, your kitchen is modern, man. uh, your kitchen is modern. You have a lot of stuff, yeah. And there's like I like the arrangement. I think there's a kitchen. I have a client who was supposed to do a house for, but nowadays I don't do design. I used to do interior designs, but my laptop, this laptop that I'm using, man, nowadays is crazy. Just makes a lot of noise like if it's raining. But I'd saved some money, so there's a guy who I'm talking to. He wants to sell to me a PC. He wants to make for me a custom PC. I think I'm going to send him the money on Monday. Yeah. So once I give those again, I think I'll get back to it. But I was saying there's a kitchen that we're supposed to build somewhere, so and it will be more of the shape of like yours, a little bit different, but it will be L shaped. Not really L shaped. Yeah, L shaped. Two L shapes. Two L shapes. It will be two L shapes because it's small. Yeah, it will be two L shaped. Two L shaped. Because the pantry, I don't ever have the plan for it. I have the plan, but I don't know how to share. PDF. Yes, I add cream or milk to my tea along with honey. Now I see. So you see, now when I was talking about honey, you are getting me. Like I was telling you that there's honey there, somewhere there. This one is honey, yeah. So I also use the same, just honey and honey. You add honey to milk and stuff and some water. That way the tea tastes nice. But if you do the bitter one, I don't know why people take it, but I think for them they're used to it again. And my microwave is on the home automated system, and my bedroom lock door handle is on the home automated system. My bedroom light, wow, like everything is like most of your stuff in your kitchen they are automated. So you just give a command and stuff happens. I think this is almost like what ID has also, but ID showed me his his room, I mean the work office, and a lot of stuff is automated. So I think that yours the light is automated, the microwave on the home is automated system, and my bedroom locked. Wow, this is by this pretty interesting. So like you just give a command, or is it the one that you clap? There's one which I was seeing where people like they clap. Then I've seen where people do like this, then it goes off. I don't know. Does yours do that, or you tell it lights on, lights off, or you press a button from like you can do control from your phone? And I see that tonight we have another person joining. I don't know what that is, but hey man, how you doing? They're just joining. Saying that I have the bathroom exhaust fan on the home automated system, and the bathroom light in the spare bedroom light. Like if I'm getting you, say that you have the bathroom exhaust fan on the home, like it was also in the same automated system. Does it receive command by like it understands command verbal commands, or is it one where you have to press an app? Like you have to use an app on your phone to send commands. Does it use like verbal, or you do like voice commands, or you just press a button? You can use the phone app to control the lights, fans, and microwave, my bedroom lock, or you can use your voice. Wow. If you can use your voice, believe that is pretty interesting. It's a nice concept. Like you just say, hey, put on the light on, and the light comes on. Like in the beginning, in the first book of the Bible. You're saying that the voice commands go through Alexa. Oh, I think I remembered that now. I've seen it. I've seen it in movies. Alexa, switch on the lights. Alexa, yeah. And I've also seen some with I think Siri, but mostly Alexa. Alexa, play some music. Nice. So this is so in this in your image, it uses Alexa. Alexa, put on some light. Alexa. Then your range guess, I think it looks different than what I have here. Alexa, put on some light. But you have a nice system by the way. That's a nice system. You know, for controlling stuff. 9:21 p.m. For this one, man. For this one, it's just man. I have to wake up and press this. Like for this one, I have to press them. But I think with time we'll be moving to automated systems. Like the automated system, how much did it cost you to set it up? No way, no way, no way. No, it started working. Like, does it mean now the it's very sensitive like that, or you're playing my audio like in high volume, or is it very sensitive like that? You just tell it, hey Alexa, turn on the light, and it. But maybe in future, I think in future such systems could be only getting commands from a particular voice. Like once they know your voice and how you are, like how waves in your voice they change and all that, so it can be able to tell a difference between someone's tone and somebody else's different tone. So in case it is a thief in your house, then the system can know that this is not you actually who are doing controls, and it can override or maybe lock itself or stuff. I think in the future it could get that better, but for now it looks like once it hears, it's just searching for the word. Once it hears turn on the light, then it does turns them on. So it means if someone breaks in your house, they can also still be able to control it. Oh, you say that you have your volume. Now that makes sense. Doesn't your neighbor complain and say, man,
Driveman, your voice is so high. Please lower your voice, lower your music, lower the voice of your music. Or your neighbor is not like that. Someone to complain. But yo, you say that you have your volume so high. That's why, man. I was wondering how comes it can be able to hear me. The lock on my bedroom door is voice recognition only to my voice, but it also has biometric thumbprint and a secure app. Now that one is better. So if it can only like it only not like it has the voice recognition stuff, that one is better. And also now you can just press your thumb and it opens. Man, you have a high system in your home. Also, your neighbor plays video games. But I thought you said that she was all, or she has kids who come and play video games. I remember you had told me that she's like in what? She's like in her 40s or 50s, or she plays games as well. But you know, for our generation, like most people have grown up playing video games. There's like one who I see on TikTok. I think she's called someone Granny. She's like a nice gamer, and she might be in her 70s or 80s. I think we've grown up in the generation of people playing games. Like we're playing games, it is just common for everyone, not for kids anymore. Back then, it used to be something for kids, but now it's like for everyone. It's more like movies now. Or you have to read like a four sentence story. Oh, I see. Like they give you so once let me say like once you install it now they give you like a specific sentence that you have to read through. Like you read from start all the way, then now it recognizes what your voice is. That's interesting. And I see that you have some more people watching. Feel free to say hi in the chat section. In the chat section you have Traubman. And Traubman is saying that if this was the kitchen in his home, he'll be hitting the door and stuff. Mm, But yeah, you're saying that you read some sentences like uh, you're saying four sentences to be specific. Then it knows your voice. But that's a nice system that you have. I think the person who said that they have a similar system must be ID. I'm not sure. I think ID said something like that. But for ID, it wasn't voice recognition, but he said that he has automated his home. I think you come to do voice recognition as well. Yep, that's how the voice recognition works. You read some sentences, so see, then it knows how your voice sounds like. But if you, when you come back, you have a flu, like you have a cold, and your voice is sounding different, and the AI, man, it doesn't recognize you anymore. But the good thing is say that you can use a thumb. So if you can use a thumb, it's better. Uh, I'm trying to reply a message. If you can use a thumb, I think it's better than doing it the other way. Better. But also, voice is better and easier because just come on say. And also, can you be able to put more people like it? Can it be able to recognize the voices of more people, or it only does one voice? But if for you now you stay alone, so there's no issue. But assuming you're aware, maybe you're staying with more people and someone wants to come to your room. But now I think it's better in that No one else can be able to come in your room without your approval. Mm. This is a nice system. Man, I think I'll upgrade one day. When I go back to my place, when I go back, I want to look for some bigger house because I want to come up with something like a better room or better studio where I can be. I was eating groundnuts. These ones are raw ones. So I wanted to come up with like a studio room, but at least better lighting. I have upgraded a lot of stuff except the microphone, so I need to upgrade the microphone as well. Microphone first. I will upgrade the microphone first before I upgrade a lot other things. Yesterday it did not go off, so yesterday it was okay. So today I thought, man, it will be okay again, and I'd even placed this other one very far away. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. By the way, I could have gone on and on and on and on and on and on, not even knowing that I don't have audio anymore. But next thing should be upgrading the mic, I think, before I do any other thing. You're saying that sensitivity. I think now is okay. Let me see. Can I see replay? I think now is okay, huh? Or is it still fumbling a lot? Mm, let me see. Let me see. Can I hear? Oh, I see. It's doing that. I don't know. Is it okay now? I don't know. Is it okay now? The other one was better, I think. This one, I think there's some issues with it. Is it better? The other one was okay, but I've connected to charge. Is it better or still fumbling? If I do this, I think it will make more noise. I think it's better, but uh, not the best. This one is not like this one is not like the other one, and it doesn't have a clip. I think I lost the clip, so I think when I move it around, it makes noise. I don't know. I don't have a clip for it to like clip it here. It it broke, but it's not like the other one. I hope it's not making. Or I can place it somewhere. Then I just talk. Let me try something. But you know, there's fumbling like crazy right now. But I think I can place it somewhere. Somewhere. Like here. I think that is better. Let me try to confirm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. That way is better now. I just leave it like that so I don't touch it. I think it's very sensitive. Oh, I see. It's counting as viewers. So but they have like low views. And but I know the problem is mine, which I was saying yesterday. Like, one thing I've realized about if I'm to do like streaming for serious, I need to be consistent, like come up with nice topics and nice things to talk about, and be consistent, like have some consistency. Like if I do today, I do, or if I do like back then when I used to do on Fridays, like I make sure no matter what, no matter where I am, I do on Friday. If I doesn't do, I either notify people in advance, or if I'm doing like Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, then Wednesday, I make sure like I keep up the consistency. Because the thing I realized is like I have people who watch me, yeah? So these guys they used to someone knows that whenever I come on Friday at a certain time, I can find this live on, like how it used to be back on Chris Hobbs channel. Like I used to have people who know that whenever they come at a certain time, they're going to find the stream on. But now when I go one time I went away for like a month, then I came back, or 2 3 weeks. So when I come back, I found that when I was streaming, I've built like some friends or some friendship. Now when I come back, because they came the following week, I wasn't there. The next week, nothing. Then they disappeared. They know that this guy doesn't do anymore. So that is the issue. I think I need to keep some consistency. Consistency. Then that way, like someone knows whenever I come on, there's this going to happen. Or when, and also that way it will help me in terms of bringing guests on. Yeah, I think it will be better in bringing guests on. The guy that we talked to last time, Chiparanza, he had we are supposed to bring on some guys on. He had told me about the guy who's has come up with a way to use. I think they're using sugar to treat some infection. There's a way that they do, and you're supposed to bring him on. Then there's another person, but now because of this coming off and on, we haven't even talked in a while. Even with Dr. Ila, you haven't talked in a while. So Um, I think that's the problem on my side. But now, what we're doing this side, we're almost done. So I think I'll get some consistency, or I'll be trying as much as I can to do something. That way, I think I'll gain the numbers. But like you say, it's just showing two by the two devices. Yeah, actually coming up with topics very difficult, and especially topics that people want to hear. But sometimes also I can just keep an eye on the internet because I have a guy. There's a guy called I don't know what's the name of the guy, but there's a guy who usually emails me a lot of topics, like week in, week out. On usually does send me a lot of topics. There's but one that he sent me today was about music. But he usually sends me a lot of topics like about time traveling. There's those three one slash Atlas, the planet. I don't know. I think he watches, but he never talks about it here. So or he watches later. But he usually sends me a lot of topics. But I also can be on the internet and try to find like latest stuff that is happening. Then I talk about it like on Friday or certain date. But I think consistency is the key. If I'm consistent, I'll be able to get more like I'll be able to retain especially people who come around. It's only you by the I think you and Scamchan. But the reason is because you and Scamchan we talk a lot. Because with Scamchan we talk with him a lot on the email and also on his channel. I'm usually watching his music. Things that he does post. And I also have his email. I can easily reach out to him anytime. Then for you also, we talk a lot on Messenger and stuff. So I think because of that direct communication, you get to know when I'm supposed to when I'm going to do this or this. But now for these other people who just come, sometimes we there's no that communication like beyond here in the chat, so it becomes difficult to link up with them. But they are eating, I said groundnuts, but they are raw. I'm supposed to make them. I'm supposed to fry them. And also, I'm supposed to warm food for that I'm supposed to eat for dinner. But today I said, man, let me try. Also, tomorrow I'm going to try. But like I said, I want to try out in the field. We're going back to that river to see if the water came. The only thing I'm not sure of is if the microphone, because now the microphone the way it dies. But I think I'll charge it at night tonight so that when I wake up tomorrow, it is fully charged. Then when I get to site, not to site, when I get to the place, I know the microphone is okay. But I haven't really tested to see if the microphone works with the camera or not. But the good thing is I know the camera has its own inbuilt nice microphone. The problem is when I'm doing like a live stream like now, I tried and the inbuilt microphone doesn't work. It only sends audio, video. But I'll give it a try. Tomorrow I must give it a try. Although tomorrow is a Sunday again. Sunday usually difficult to get people on, but it'd be nice to try out something different. Different. But for energy topics, I think there's one about a car. Scamchen had sent me a topic about EV. Some Chinese scientists had made an EV battery for an EV like a car, for a car, where the battery can be able to eject itself. And we were talking with him about, I was telling Scamchen that that's something pretty amazing because now instead of going to a charging station and waiting for the battery to be full, you can just swap out one for the other. And was also telling Scamchan about EV fires, how that is helpful in case you have like EV fires now. Because the thing about EV fires is they tend to last longer because of thermal runoff. Like the battery continues to burn and burn and burn and burn. So if you can just swap it out, like it's pretty amazing. But Scamchan was like, no, 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 no. So it's not really a nice concept at all. That they should just find a way to fix to reduce EV fires. So it's something that I was supposed to do a live stream or to talk about it deeper with someone who knows a lot about batteries, but I did not get enough time. But I think, but sooner I'm gonna be. So let me see. Feature Galaxy they silenced Xi Jinping's natural power plant. Tesla's vision. This came out. I see it came out today. The video was made today. How can I share? Share. Man, I'm even forgetting some stuff that I used to know, like how to share stuff on the screen. I think I've been away for far too long. Share screen. Share screen. I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do that? But there's a day I was on a live stream with there's another lady, a friend of IDs. I was on a live stream. We were talking about AI. I think 2 weeks ago. Then I made some friends on that side as well. Some of them subbed. Yes, I see the video came out. Yeah, let me play it and see. I think I can play it as a prepared dinner.
This isn't just a story about rotting wood. It's about a forgotten blueprint buried under decades of industrial convenience. In the 1970s, a man built a silent power plant in the forest, fueled not by coal or oil, but by decay. He tapped into an invisible force hiding in plain sight, and the results were almost too good to believe. Warmth in the dead of winter, electricity without wires, life in barren soil. All of it powered by compost. And yet, most of us have never heard his name. Why did the world ignore his invention? Let's find out. It all started with a strange discovery. In the 1970s, deep in the forests of southern France, a forester named Jean Pain noticed something odd. He'd piled up chipped wood on purpose, not for firewood, just to store it. Days later, he returned to find the pile was warm. Not just warm, hot. There was no engine, no sunlight, no spark. Yet somehow that heap was radiating heat like a slow-burning fire. Jean was puzzled. Whenever he soaked the wood and left it to rot, the temperature shot back up again and again. It wasn't magic at all. It was biology. A natural process was at work, one that had been hiding in plain sight. Microbes were feasting on the wood in a process called aerobic decomposition, and as they broke it down, they released heat. Heat that could be felt, measured, even harnessed. That's when an idea struck Jean. What if this wasn't just a quirk of nature? What if it was the key to something much bigger? He had no funding, no lab, no outside help, only stubborn curiosity and a deep connection to the land. In that pile of rotting brush, he saw more than just warmth. He saw potential. The potential to power a home, perhaps even transform the world. Jean wasn't chasing headlines. He and his wife lived simply off their land in the dry, rugged hills of southern France, managing nearly 600 acres of forest on a shoestring budget. Resources were scarce, so necessity became his teacher. When he couldn't afford straw bedding for his goats, he tried something else. Wood chips from the brush on his land. It not only worked, it worked better. The goats stayed healthy, and their waste mixed with the wood chips to create compost that transformed his once barren soil. Soon, his garden was thriving. Giant watermelons, towering tomato vines, even tropical chayote squash were growing in the dry, sandy dolomite, all without a drop of irrigation. The compost held moisture, fed the roots, and brought life back to land that had been written off as useless. Then came a turning point. The French government passed new wildfire prevention laws, creating mandatory brush clear zones. Suddenly, Jean had more wood chips than he knew what to do with. Most people might burn it or haul it away, but Jean had another idea. He soaked it and let it rot. That was when the heat really kicked in, and with it, an idea that would change everything. It wasn't just a one-off solution anymore. The forest was handing him something unexpected: fuel.
So he was generating heat from compost.
Energy, a self-sustaining loop that nature had always offered but few had ever noticed. Jean was about to build something no one saw coming, something he would call the biomiler. Jean didn't stop at observation. He wanted to harness the heat and turn it into something useful. That's when the biomiler was born, a compost-powered heating system built not with engines but with patience, precision, and piles of wood chips.
Biomiler. What is a biomiler? Is it? Does it looks the same, like almost like biogas? Yeah? Biomiler is a compost heating system that uses the heat generated from a large pile of organic material, primarily wood chips, to provide warmth. Pipes filled with water are placed within the composite pile to circulate and absorb the heat, which can then be used to heat buildings or other structures. After the process is complete, the leftover material is high quality compost. How it works is bacteria and oxygen in the compost. Oh, I see. The main goal is to extract and utilize the heat generated by the composting process of heating purposes such as for greenhouses, tables, or underfloor heating systems. That's a nice concept. Saying that yes, but the most interesting thing is how long ago that Jean started his compost heating and energy system. I think this was like a long time ago. Let me continue listening and see. Um, at minute
At
4.
first, it was just a rough heap, but Jean eventually discovered that shaping the pile into a dense circular mound improved heat retention and sped up decomposition. Inside this giant compost reactor, he packed 40 tons of wood chips. Weaving through it were 650 feet of polyethylene pipe. Cold water pumped through the coil emerged on the other side, heated to about 60 degrees Celsius, around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It delivered this warmth day and night, in all weather. With it, Jean could heat his 1,000-square-foot home and supply hot tap water for up to 18 months, without burning a single log or using any external fuel. He didn't stop there. In the center of the pile, he buried a sealed steel tank.
Wait, also this means that you could be able to now provide even water for, like, warm water for showering. Like you could be able to do it and you're not consuming any energy, like from the grid or using solar panels. Yeah.
Filled with water-soaked brushwood. As that decomposed, it released methane, which he collected in old rubber inner tubes. That gas powered his stove, ran a small generator, and even fueled his car.
Yo, this is interesting. It's like biogas, but now much better. Because for biogas, you only get the methane that you use for cooking and maybe doing some chores. But now for this one, you're getting heat that you can be able to use for other reasons, like warming your house, maybe taking showers, even supplying to people maybe around you warm water. This is interesting. And this was like a long time ago.
What Jean had built wasn't just a compost pile, it was a living machine.
Man, let me first put on some food and like as I listen because I think hunger is
Silent,
catching me.
slow, and surprisingly powerful. A system driven by decay but guided by vision, giving back far more than it took, powering an entire off-grid life. By now, Jean Pay wasn't experimenting, he was living it. His system did more than heat water or grow vegetables. It powered an entire lifestyle. The methane from his compost reactor was enough to run his oven and gas stove for a whole year. A small generator converted the rest into electricity. It wasn't much, only about 100 watts, but enough to charge a battery bank, light their 5-bedroom home, and run essentials. He even fueled his car. Jean modified his vehicle to run on compressed methane stored in rooftop tanks. It wasn't flashy.
Want to generate a realistic AI clone voice with emotion? With Clone Voice AI, you can. And it's more than just cloning. This all-in-one platform lets you
But it gave him roughly 60 miles of clean driving per fill. From cooking and bathing to driving and lighting, every part of his life was powered by one rotting pile of wood. And when the pile finally petered out and the energy faded, nothing went to waste. Jean shoveled out the spent chips, now rich, dark compost, and spread it over his land, feeding the soil and starting the cycle anew. He had built more than a machine. It was a closed-loop system that created energy, restored the earth, and asked for nothing in return. Jean's invention didn't go unnoticed. Journalists, scientists, and energy experts came from around the world to see the biomiler in action. Reader's Digest featured his story in 1981, and his book sold over 100,000 copies. It looked like his method might spread. Compost heat systems, methane generators, sustainable forestry practices. One energy writer even called it the future of fertilizer and energy production. And yet, it faded away quietly. There was nothing wrong with the system. It worked, clean, reliable, regenerative. But it demanded effort. It required space, nearly a hectare of brushwood, tools to chip the wood, time to soak it, and patience for the heat to build. It wasn't as simple as flipping a switch. Governments didn't promote it. Companies couldn't profit from it. Unlike solar or wind, there was no billion-dollar industry behind compost heat, no factories, no supply chains, just one man, some land, and a pile of sticks. Jean had offered the world a radical alternative, an energy model that was small, local, circular. But the world was moving in another direction, driven by convenience, scale, and profit. And Jean's quiet forest power plant was left behind. Today, we talk endlessly about clean, cheap, sustainable energy. Yet, one of the most practical solutions was proven half a century ago by a man with no lab, no funding, and no corporate agenda. Jean's biomiler created renewable heat, electricity, fuel, and fertilizer all from waste wood. No emissions, no mining, no pollution, just nature doing what it always does. Instead of scaling it, we bet on systems built around factories, fossil fuels, and massive infrastructure. We put our faith in centralized grids and global supply chains. And now, as wildfires grow worse, fertilizer prices skyrocket, and energy bills rise, Jean's system looks more relevant than ever. It wasn't just an energy source, it was a wildfire buffer.
Like, my question is like, how comes now people are not even trying it? Like, how comes people are not even trying it in 2025? And it looks like it was offering way more because again, you're getting manure from it. Getting manure, you're getting methane from it, and also you're getting hot water that you can be able to use. I think this is something that I can be able to try in the village. In my village, that is especially Yeah, I think this is something that I can try in my village. Yeah, I think something that I can be able to try. It's an interesting concept by the and it's saving on a lot because you're saving on a lot electricity, gas, and it's a nice concept. And also you can use it for manure.
A soil restorer, a blueprint for true self sufficiency. Of course, it's not easy. You can't buy a biomiler off the shelf. It takes work, space, and commitment. But in return, you get freedom, independence, and a connection to your environment that no power bill can give. So, why aren't we using it today? Maybe because this solution was never meant to be mass produced. It was meant to be built one determined.
Oh, by the way, I missed that one. It takes about 10 hectares of chipped wood, is what they were saying, and it also takes a lot of time and human energy put into stacking the wood chips. So, like 10, yeah, that's, I think now when it comes to that, now it could be the problem in terms of getting those wood chips. Because I think most people who do, what am I trying to say? Most people who do woodwork, wood chippings, they tend to sell this one for other reasons. But I know some companies use them for fire production, electricity that is. But most will sell it for different functions. So I think the problem could be in terms of getting the chipped wood, unless you go and buy. But now that is the expense will be in terms of buying. If it was just waste that was being thrown away and you're going to pick it, I think it could make sense. Now that makes sense because 10 hectares of the such is expensive for a lot of money.
Person at a time. A system with no waste. What made Jean Paul's creation so remarkable wasn't just that it worked. It was how completely it worked. Every part of his system had multiple jobs. The wood chips provided heat, then fuel, and finally turned into rich compost. The captured methane powered stoves and lights and burned clean with no toxic residue. Even clearing the brushwood helped reduce wildfire risk. Nothing went to waste, nothing polluted. It was a true circular system, something modern industries still struggle to achieve. Instead of drilling deep underground or building machines needing rare minerals, Jean used what the forest gave freely. Dead branches, twigs, waste, and in return he got life, energy, food, safety. This wasn't
I think if it's dead branches you can get, but you can only get one. So you cannot get a number of times. Just waste wood chips that he had honest and oh yeah, those ones it makes sense by the way you can get them. But for a single one time use, for a single one time use makes sense. But if it's for like continuous usage, I think now that's where the problem might.
just about sustainability, it was about regeneration. The land wasn't being used, it was being healed. The soil grew richer, the forest became safer, and Jean's life became freer. In a time when our solutions often create new problems, like solar panels leaving plastic waste or batteries requiring rare mineral mining, Jean's biomiler stands apart. It gives more than it takes. Maybe that's the lesson.
Sorry, but this is an interesting topic, man. I think it's interesting. The only hard part about it is getting the wood chips. If you have connection maybe with a factory, with a wood factory, then they can give you a discount. I think it could save and a lot of manpower stacking. For now, in terms of manpower, I think you can use robots or automated systems. in terms of stacking. But now if you use automated systems, means you're going to use also electricity. So you're going to put in energy. Like you're going to put in energy again. And now it comes to the question of what if what you're putting in is more expensive than what you're getting out. But if you're just going into a forest and collecting the waste, it's a nice thing. But then my food is ready, so I don't know whether I go flying to eat or I was warming up food. I'm feeling like I'm starving. So, but this is a nice concept by the pretty interesting. It's worth trying because it's offering more. The only problem is I think getting a lot of timber, like those chopped pieces. Unless you buy from a wood factory. But if you're buying and then you need people to on the manpower, I think now the cost factor might be a little bit on the higher side. Yeah, if you just use your own, I think like how you're saying. But now it will be more like one-time use because yours around your property. I doubt if you can use it more than it will be like one-time use. Then you run out. You have to the next time you want to use, you have to either buy or maybe go to someone else's property and try to see if they can give it to you for free. The best place that you can get from is maybe like a woodworking machine, a woodworking workshop where they do a lot of woodworks. There you can get a lot of chippings. That is if they want to give you at a discount. $258. I don't know which other video to play, man. My food is ready and I'm feeling like starving and my mind is torn between going to pick it up or looking for a video to play as I eat. Oh, let's see this one for energy
Try
generator.
this 8-minute AI study habit after work. Get ahead of your colleagues and boss.
Imagine never paying an electricity bill again, powering your home with a mysterious machine that taps the energy all around us. That's the promise of a long-rumored device from the 1950s. In the world of free energy legends, one name keeps popping up: Otis T. Carr. He was an American inventor who claimed to have built a miraculous gravity electric generator that could output unlimited power.
Nikola Tesla was a great inventor and a great humanitarian. Well, Tesla wanted to get into his field, which was free, if you will, energy that comes from the surroundings. He was hired by J.P. Morgan to work with Westinghouse and Edison companies. If you gave a device, like a free energy device, a generator that would service all their needs in their home for free.
Officially, Carr is dismissed as a wild dreamer or even a fraud, but some believers say his story was buried for a reason. What if the truth was darker and more dramatic? A free power machine silenced by the world's oil barons. Who was Otis T. Carr? Picture a tall engineer from Baltimore, claiming to be a protege of the great Nikola Tesla. Carr arrived on the scene in the 1950s, riding the flying saucer craze. He convinced some investors he had mastered Tesla's free energy secrets. In passionate radio interviews and flyers, he spoke of tapping cosmic forces. He gave exotic names to his creations: the UTRON electric battery, the Corrado gravity motor, the photon gun. To reporters, Carr described his inventions in almost mystical terms. He once held up a strange coil and said it was truly the geometric form of space, completely round and completely square at the same time. This bizarre poetry made Carr sound like a sci-fi character from the future. Carr's headline invention was often called the gravity electric generator, or simply a free energy device. He claimed it could harness the energy of gravity and the vacuum of space itself. In his promotional brochures, he boasted, almost proudly, that his team had tapped a universal supply of energy in the form of gravity and built a machine with power continuously and absolutely free. He wasn't shy about the hype. His promises went far beyond any car motor or light bulb. He talked about powering.
So it looks like this channel, they make videos about free energy stuff. See, they have a lot of them. You're saying that, yeah, that would be, you'll have to go to a supplier to continue the use of it, but after the wood chips are spent, you can use it for growing crops, so that's not just done inspection. Oh yeah, by the way, I think it can help a lot. I think it's something which is very helpful in terms of agriculture, and like you can use it in the farm, and again you're using it for other purposes. But now the problem, like the biggest problem is continuing to run from time to time. I think that's where the issue is. But yeah, but Roman, I think let me go away. I think we almost did 3 almost did 3 hours. Let me go away and eat. I have my food here. I'm eating intestines, man, cow's intestine, and this other meal we call gali. So I think you've helped me to discover this channel, so I'll be checking it out more. But for now, I think let me eat because I feel like I'm starving. I only ate bread during the day, so I feel like I'm starving. So let me go away and eat. I think tomorrow I'll do the one which I was talking about. But thanks a lot for being around and man showing me this channel. I think I'll be watching it more, and I might be looking at topics sometimes to talk about on Fridays. And like Dr. Eli loves about such topics. When you send it to him in advance, then he researches and comes with more information. But let me eat and see what I can do. But it's only 10 p.m. Still 10 p.m. It's still early, so. But I doubt if I'll come back. But thanks a lot for being around, and see you in the next one.